So red light is great for muscle recovery, pain relief. The side effect of red light therapy is fat loss. So it's a great side effect. There are zero bad side effects. Really, there's zero any kind of side effects except for the fat loss.
Yeah.
So it's a very safe treatment. And it's kind of at a very early stages of exploding in the market.
Let's learn how our next guest gets up, dress up, and show up on purpose. Enjoy the episode. Hello, morning enthusiasts. Welcome to the Best Morning Routine Ever podcast. I am your host, Dr. Lunid, and today I have the honor of introducing a very special guest to the show, Michael Lundo. Michael is the CEO of Body Balance System and the person behind the groundbreaking Ovation UTL. Now, it's a red light therapy bed and it's one of its kind. Michael started Body Balance System to help his daughter who was born with a rare disorder, finding a wider need in the health industry along the way. Now, Body Balance System, also known as BBS, was founded in '06, focused on health and wellness, and it has helped thousands and thousands of individuals and companies enjoy their best health. And we are all about being healthy, bringing out our best self so we can perform better and be at our optimum. It's like, how do we show up to the world? How do we take care of ourselves to do so? So I'm really excited to have this conversation. So with no further ado, Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It is my pleasure. So a backstory, you designed the BBS system. The BBS is in its name because of your daughter. So tell us about that journey, like getting to that, how that was for you.
So my daughter was born without the instinct to breathe. Pretty serious thing not to be born with. So she spent her first 6 months in the hospital in ICU. She came home. We basically had an ICU at home and 24-hour nursing. And that was life as we knew it. So it was just kind of the course of having her and going through life and everything. I saw so many things in the medical world that were so poorly designed. Obviously, they were designed by somebody who never had to use it. And so in order for us to take her out of the house, there was about 120 pounds worth of equipment to take her out, ventilator and, portable oxygen and battery and suction machine and just all sorts of stuff. So we used to use twin strollers. And the problem is the twin strollers still weren't designed for that much weight. And they would only last for a few months. So I developed my own, like a jogging stroller that had no rear axle. So it allowed me to store everything down between the wheels. And taking that to the hospitals and doctors, it just started getting all sorts of attention. And people were telling me, you need to sell those. And so I kind of started selling that. During that process, I met a friend, and he was battling cancer naturally. And one day he called me up and he's like, "Hey, I know you like to develop stuff. You need to look at this product that I'm using in my cancer treatment. And you need to make one because they're too expensive and they can help a lot of people." So he brought it over, let me look at it for a week. I'd never done anything electronic, but I figured it out. And about 6 months later, I went to hit the market with it. And that was the Ionic Detox Foot Bath. So, we launched in '06 with that product, and it went amazing. Then when we got to when there was the bank crashes and the downturns in the economy, I realized that our customers were very loyal to us because I take a lot of pride in my product. I like to know I have the best product on the market. So during those downturns, I discovered that if I launched new products, my existing clientele would buy them. And that kept our doors open. And, fast forward to about 2000, probably around 2012, 13, I had heard about red light therapy. And so we got into that when we started in it, there was maybe 5 people, 5 manufacturers, and now I couldn't even begin to tell you how many there are.
You got it right on time.
Yes.
And what's so red light therapy bed? So I'm thinking infrared. Enlighten us. What is red light therapy?
So red light therapy was developed by NASA. They used it on the astronauts to help them with bone density and all of the crazy things that happen while they're up in space, muscle loss. So red light is great for muscle recovery, pain relief. The side effect of red light therapy is fat loss. So it's a great side effect. There are 0 bad side effects. Really, there's 0 any kind of side effects except for the fat loss.
Yeah.
So it's a very safe treatment. And it's kind of at a very early stages of exploding in the market.
Red light therapy. It's interesting. So it's so we're looking at it just exposure to the skin, that it does the work, essentially like strengthen the muscles and look at the under the skin fat layer to kind of burn that.
Correct. Like for fat loss, it's causing the fat cell to shrink up and discharge its contents. That's absorbed into the body and eliminated through natural elimination. Pain relief and all of that is kind of helping bring blood into the area where the light is hitting. So that is kind of the beauty of the whole body therapy. You can kind of treat the whole body in one session.
The whole body in one session. That was my next question. How long would it take? That's impressive.
The sessions on our bed, we have 3 times, 10, 15, and 20. If you're using a bed for fat loss, you really only needed to use it for 10 minutes because everything that's going to happen for fat loss is going to happen in the first 7 to 8. Pain relief, muscle recovery, sure, those are more like maybe 15, 20-minute sessions.
Yeah.
The other thing about our bed is, as far as I'm concerned, we're the only bed in the market that was designed to be a red light therapy bed. Everybody else is using a tanning bed design, which was great for tanning, but terrible for red light. So our bed is in a 0 gravity design. So it's really super easy to get in and out of, very comfortable to lay in for 20 minutes when you're laying on a hard, flat surface. And then we have a frequency massage system built into it as well. So it creates an amazing experience for the person in the bed. A lot of times people will fall asleep because it's so soothing. And it also kind of helps oxygenate the blood. So when they get out of it, they feel great, they feel energized, and they want to come back. So it's
those are great benefits. Now, how about the weight loss? Is it immediate effect, or are we talking about you gradually see the weight falling off?
Yeah, it is immediate. Yes.
Dang.
So red light isn't great for like maybe that, couple pounds to maybe 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah.
But it really starts excelling when you get over that. So the more over, the better it works.
Interesting. So this is like a magic in a bottle in a bed. So
Yes.
so tell us more ways that it is debunking the common misconceptions around like healthcare, the wellness industry, because it's not well known of that people are not.
Yeah, it's not totally well known yet. You're correct, but it's really. If you're on a curve, we're maybe about right here when you're going to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So it's kind of exciting. I feel like we're in it at the right time. But yeah, it's just, it's a, no side effect, very holistic treatment. And it's, I've never had anybody, I don't think, not have great results from it.
Yeah, and everybody can use it for muscle soreness, muscle recovery, weight loss. Like who doesn't need those things? So it's there's a common use for it, and almost a
Right.
wide population utilization on that front. How does it work? Because I would need to go to a clinic to find a bed. I can't buy one and put in my home. And how are you distributing these?
You can actually buy one and put it in your home.
Oh, good to know.
We have some customers that put them in their home. But on our website, we have a therapy locator, so you can go on there and log in and find, hopefully find something close to you. We are actually launching a new division of the company, and we'll be placing beds in existing businesses and doing a rev share with them to really help accelerate getting the beds out there.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about the product. I'm very proud of it. We've been in business for coming up on 20 years now. Actually, we started in 2004 is when I started original development, but almost 20 years in business. We have 0 negative comments online, which is,
Yeah.
I'm proud of that fact.
That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody ever leaves you good comments. They only leave the bad comments.
Yeah. That's big. And then for the businesses that the new venture that you're gonna head into, how can businesses boost their revenue using the red light therapy?
Sure. So, I mean, if they're purchasing the product, it kind of depends on their market, but we see everywhere from about $45 all the way up to $120 per session. So, in a session, when you're selling them at the higher end, maybe 85 to 120, you would be selling about a 20-minute session. So most companies can, if it's an existing company, they have an existing clientele, say it's a chiropractic office or a spa.
Yeah.
They typically can pay this off in anywhere from 3 to 6 months,
Right.
which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's not many products out there you can buy and pay off that quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that I can see it in places that spas, right? Facials, massages, masseuse. I can see it there. Chiropractor, clinics, all of that could be part of the target audience to help. Because I'm pretty sure if people hear about it, it's an add-on to the service list. It will get utilized. It get used a lot.
It really does. We always suggest that businesses, they give the first session for free, let people just try it. And that's usually all they need, and they're hooked.
Sounds like something else. Was it the first one's on me? Sounds like crack. Get them hooked, because that's how confident you are.
Exactly. Get them hooked and they're in.
Tell us about your morning routine. How do you get up, dress up, and show up?
My dad's side of the family has always been cursed with like waking up around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey.
So I'll get up, I'll wake up in the morning and.
You say a curse, I say a blessing. A lot of great things happen in the morning.
You're right. But there'd be times I wouldn't mind sleeping until maybe 6 or 7. But no, I'll get up, I'll check emails, kind of answer any kind of emails that came in. A lot of times I'll listen to this kind of some meditation stuff, listen to some books that I'm reading, and then I'll usually get up maybe around 6, get ready, I'm kind of big into smoothies right now. Make a smoothie and, head to the office.
Yeah, but it sounds like that's 2 hours of you feeding your mind, right? The meditation, the reading, even if it's like a podcast, you're priming your mind for what the day is gonna unfold.
Correct.
Right before.
So I have a very, I have very artistic mind. So my mind is it never shuts down. It's hard to get it to shut down.
Yeah.
Even reading and listening to audiobooks and stuff is a little hard because I'll hear something in the story and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I'm hearing the story, but I'm thinking about the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you need to be listening to something to direct your thoughts, to direct your mind. I find I have the same issue, especially when it's time to go to bed. I have to put on affirmations or some type of music because my mind will just go off of the what went on the day and what's going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly. So you get it.
I get it, 100%. I get it. I always have an earbud in my ear because I'm trying to control the mind, the brain. It doesn't get away from me,
Well, I love it. Yes.
Any other aspects to your morning routine? I love that you're reading the meditation piece of it, but the early hours, you are still taking that primal time to prepare before, jumping out of bed and getting into the day. That's pretty, still pretty impressive.
Yes. I'm, another thing I'll do sometimes is I'm into racing cars.
Mm-hmm.
So I just recently put together a race simulator.
Okay.
So I'll go down and run a few laps on tracks that I haven't been on yet that I'll be racing on in the future. So a little bit, I can't do it too long because it makes me nauseous.
Stimulated.
Yes. So, but yeah, and then I like getting into the office early before everybody else. It's kind of nice and peaceful and quiet, and I get a lot of stuff done. And it's kind of always my goal is to get as much done as soon as I can. So then it allows me to my favorite part of this business is what allows me to design and develop new product. Mm-hmm. And that's where my mind and I'm the happiest is that part of the business.
So you get the mundane, boring stuff out of the way, like the emails and the tasks that you have to do, the paperwork, the things
exactly.
to run the operation so you can actually work. What is it? Working in the business versus working on the business. So you like to
Correct.
To do the project development.
I just recently got a new COO, so now kind of some of that stuff is getting pushed onto him. So I'm excited about that.
You just want to have fun, Michael. I see it all over you.
I do.
You do. You're like, I don't want to work. I own this company, but somebody else run it. Let me just play with these toys and gadgets. And
exactly. It's like I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. So
it's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? When you have found purpose, when you are enjoying every minute and you can do what you love and enjoy, it doesn't feel like work. So you are thrilled to get in that zone every day.
Exactly. I recently watched an interview with Clint Eastwood, mm-hmm. and he is 82, I believe it was, 81, 82. And the gentleman interviewing him says, like, what are you doing now? He goes, well, I'm going to start another movie. And he was like, you're going to start another movie at your age? He's like, yeah, if you stop and let the old man in, then you get old. And I'm like, that's a great point, because, I'm 60, but I don't feel anywhere near that.
Nor do you look it.
Cars, I run upstairs, I work out, with a trainer 3 days a week and 2 days by myself. And, I think, when you slow down and think you're old, that's when you get old.
Those thoughts are powerful. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Don't let them in. That's what Clint meant by letting the old men in. Because then you start kind of attracting that more and more. Soon, you're going to be in a cane, hunch over. And you don't know what happened. It was like yesterday.
Exactly. So, exactly.
It's powerful. Michael, such a pleasure sitting here with you. Tell us, how can we connect with you? Where can we find you? How do we get a red light therapy bed?
Our website is bodybalancesystem.com. My email is mlondo@bodybalancesystem.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing and coming on board and sharing your presence with us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please comment and tell us what was your favorite part, your favorite habit that you are going to try out for yourself today. Comment below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, I will see you at the top of your best morning routine ever. Stay blessed.